Hey, what's up you guys? Yes, it's your main man Julianjay coming at you with another one of my videos. Today I got a suggestion to do a back to school video. I've decided to do freshman advice, but I know what you guys are thinking. School just ended 2 weeks ago. Why am I doing a back to school video? I've decided to do a back to school video because I have a lot of friends in Atlanta and they go back to school August 1st, so I'd rather just get it out of the way. So I'm just gonna give the freshmen some tips and I hope you guys stick around to the end of the video. Here we go. The first tip is do not stress anything. It's literally a grade up from grade 8. You're gonna be doing the same schoolwork and you're gonna have the same teachers. It is so much better for you not to stress anything out. Just remember this, stressing equals failing. The next tip, I have some personal experience. Do not run to classes, do not run to lunch, do not run to anything in school. Nobody gives a f if that line is gonna be long. Bruh, this whole year, I ran down to lunch just so I could have time to eat and chat with my friends. But I'm telling you now, do not run to any classes or do not run to lunch. You will be the laughingstock of the school. I'm not saying I was the laughingstock of the school. There was some other kids that was the laughingstock of the school that had ran down to lunch too. I'm just luckily that before lunch I always had a class where there weren't that many kids on that floor, so I was good. Alright, the next tip is so important. Do your homework. You don't even understand how important doing your homework is. Bro, when I tell you the teacher does not care if you were tired that night before, if you had a basketball game or anything. They don't care. You better do your homework. The next tip I must give you guys is come to school, Lord. Bro, I'm saying come to school for a reason. On my record, I have 1 day absence. I have not missed any days of school except that day was my birthday. But even after that, like I came the day after and I was so behind on everything. When you miss a day in school, it's hell the day after. There's 2 ways it's hell. 1, you're missing out everything with your friends, and 2, you'll be behind in class. The day after I missed that day and I came to school, I found out that some girl got ran up on and she got her ass beat. Then I find out that some girl got expelled from the school because she brought a fake gun and pointed it to one of the teachers. I mean, come on. And that was let me not get pissed making this video. And then academic-wise, when I came back, I was so behind on everything. I was so behind on everything. I flopped in math. I flopped in global. I'm pretty good in living environment, so we're good on that. But I flopped in math. I flopped in global. I was so mad because those are the classes that I do amazing in. But I'm telling you, you need to come to school. You can't miss anything. The next tip I have for you is do not skip class. Even if you do come to school, you should not be skipping class. I'm saying don't skip class because after that, when you don't get caught, it becomes a habit. And then you're like, oh, I skipped class for days in 9th grade. And then your sophomore year, you're going to be like, oh yeah, I didn't get caught in 9th grade. And then you're going to start doing it in 11th grade, aka the most important year of your life. And then you're going to be doing it senior year. And then they're going to be like, you can't graduate, sorry. But yeah, that's what I mean by do not skip class, because then your grades are going to be slipping up, then everyone's going to be like, where's Fritz? And then you're going to get in trouble with the dean, then you're going to get in trouble with everybody else, and you're just going to get in trouble. The next tip I'm going to give you is no matter how cool you are, no matter this, no matter that, you should not be doing drugs. Once you get past 9th grade, you're going to have to do a drug test at the doctor, which means your ass got to pee in a cup. Let me not spare any details here. Basically, you're just gonna have to do a drug test, and if they find anything, any marijuana, you'll be kicked off this team immediately and you will be suspended. If you're caught doing drugs outside of school and a teacher finds you, you're gonna be in pretty big trouble even if you're not in school. Don't think that because you're not in school you won't get in trouble for doing drugs. For this next tip, it's kinda confusing, so stay with me here. In New York City schools, you are not supposed to eat that school lunch. Do not eat that school lunch whatsoever. If you are in a Long Island school, that school lunch is good. You better get your ass on that line. I'm gonna start with the New York City schools. For New York City schools, do not eat that school lunch Because when you sit in there with that white tray that says the milk in the center, you know damn well everybody gonna be like, ah, he eating free, ah. You do not want to be known as the kid who eats that nasty ass free. In middle school, it's okay to eat free. There's a lot of kids there that eat free. But when you're in high school, in the New York City school, do not eat that damn free. Now, if you're in a Long Island school, get your ass on that line. Because it's not free, because everybody knows once you're done at that lunch line, at all lunch lines, your total will be $5.75. If you want to get a chocolate milk, a sandwich, soda, cookies, all that, they have all of that in Long Island schools. Your bill for that school would be $200 if you have to pay towards the end. But luckily we don't have that, so you just pay $2.60 for regular lunch every single day. For the next tip, if you're actually on the lunch line and you're a freshman, do not let anybody skip you in that damn lunch line. It does not matter if it's a sophomore, if it's a junior, if it's a senior. Do not let anybody skip you in that damn lunch line. They could come in front of you. You better scoot your ass back up in front of them. Don't take any shit from anybody. If you have to argue with your life, be like, no, this is my spot out of here. Get up out my face. I'm not saying pick a fight with anybody. Don't be like, because you will get beat up. But if it's any other upperclassmen, don't give them your spot in line, because you know damn well that was your spot. So if you have to move back in front of them, move back in front of them. Be like, that was my spot. Now if they skip 2 spots ahead of you, now if they skip 2 spots ahead of you, mind your business. It should be up to that person if they want to let them stay or go, okay? Shit. The next tip I'm going to give you guys is do not get in any drama with upperclassmen. If you have drama or beef with anybody else, you might as well just have it be in the same grade as you. Leave it in the 9th grade. Do not let it accelerate to 10th grade, 11th grade, 12th grade. If you do, there will be multiple fights. If you do, there will be multiple arguments. Do not have beef with upperclassmen. The last tip I would love to give you guys, and which is so fucking important, is popularity ain't. If you come across a group of popular kids, the main reason why they're popular is because they all went to the same middle school, or they all have connections with seniors, or they have connection with upperclassmen. That's the only reason that they may be popular. There's no such thing as popular freshmen. But yeah, that was the last thing I wanted to tell you guys. That's the last piece of advice I'm going to give you. I just wanted to thank you guys for watching this video. Make sure you RKO that like button in the face. Jab, jab, punch that subscribe button. And make sure you ring the notification bell to see when I post videos Monday and Friday. Make sure you know that. Thank you guys so much for watching this video, and I'll see you next time. Bye.